It's the Chicago White Sox taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. John Shabby, Chris Singleton with you. A big game 2 in store for us here today. Just a little bit away from first pitch. Today's starting pitcher, Shane McClanahan.
Power pitcher. He's going to speed you up with the fastball velocity, and out of his hand will explode the breaking ball. Very difficult for hitters to keep that front side closed and hit the ball the other way, because they know if they're not ready to pull the trigger, the fastball will beat them.
Yeah, now 2 balls and a strike. Now a check swing, but he held up.
3-1.
That one ripped. That's going back. Back some more. Pulls it in on the warning track. Time to check out the lineup for the White Sox. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team, and I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
1 down, base is empty. Fastball for a strike. 1-2. That one down the line, and foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
In the air, left field. Blackman gets under it. Corrals it. 2 down. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now saying he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
Now this is in the air down the line, and that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. Fights it off. He'll see another. 2 outs, base is empty. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Slowly on the ground to short. The throw to first, and Guerrero is set down. That's the 3rd out. Nothing doing for the White Sox. Now it's the Rays' turn. No score. This is the American League Division Series on the show. Back here with my pal Siggy. And on the mound now, Alec Marsh. Chris, how about a scouting report?
Well, that 12-6 curveball explodes out of the hand, and because he's able to throw the high fastball at the top of the strike zone for a strike, hitters commit to that pitch, and before they know it, they're swinging over the top of that curveball.
Bottom of the 1st. Now up for Tampa Bay, Ketel Marte. And the righty deals. Got the bat going too soon, it's strike 2.
1-2.
Breaking ball inside. And a count now even up. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Allen makes the grab, and there's 1 down. All right, let's take a look at the Rays lineup. Now the number 2 hitter. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Up the middle. Over to first. 2 gone.
Well, we talk about how the ball is coming out of the pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
Ken Griffey Jr. next to hit for the Rays. And you played behind guys, and they love having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them. Base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Next to bat will be the Rays' 4-hitter. Now one missed.
Boogan, the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
That misses the zone. 3 balls and a strike. And Chris, beyond the fact that he's so incredible defensively, he also can swing the stick. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. And we're here in game 2 of the ALDS. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That's back there. And it's gone. And they add a pair. It's 2-0.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Base is empty with 2 away. Bobby Witt Jr. now at the plate. And 1-2.
He's given up a couple of runs, but the pitch count really not as high as you would think. Might be able to get through this one under 25 pitches.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And Chia puts it away. That is the inning. The Rays. Second game of this division series. And now it's going to be Cameron Cannon.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
This one smacked out to left center. And this one looks like trouble. Around first and hustling for second. And he's got a leadoff double.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Breaking ball down and in. Did a nice job of just catching out in front. I like that he didn't spin off the ball by opening up that front hip too early.
Runner in scoring position. No outs. And the batter will be the shortstop. That misses. And now 3 balls and a strike. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Cannon at second with nobody out. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He'll touch them all. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 2-2.
Well, that one won't stay below the radar. That made a lot of noise. That's as big as it gets right there. You take advantage of a mistake. That is an ultimate. Here it is. Watch it. I'm going to jog around the bases.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Here's the rookie third baseman. Inside, just missed. Nobody on, nobody out. A pair of runs across in the inning here at the top of the second. Swings through that one.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
2 strikes.
Line drive, base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
And now here is Bryant. Got him looking. 1 out. And up next for Chicago, Davis. Late with the swing there.
1-2.
Backed off the plate that time. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Here's Marte for 1. And that's 2. But the White Sox with a 2-run homer. And we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. We head to the bottom of the second, and stepping in for the Rays, Whitey Blackmon. Blackmon with a homer in his last game. And he grounds one to the right side. Guerrero steps on the bag and quickly one away in the second. Here's the third baseman. On its way to the corner, Allen makes his way towards it. Couldn't get to it before it dropped foul. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2.
Man, that slider bearing in on your hands like that, it's just so tough to fight off. It's kind of like a cutter. It just can eat you up, saw you off. Tell you what, hitters have nightmares about that pitch. Perfectly executed out there on the mound.
Barack Obama digs in now. Way out front for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. Rays go in order. 1, 2, 3. Score remains 2-2. And we're back. Now at the plate, Allen. Allen mashed a couple of homers in his last game. And there's a ball. This one in the air. Peters has a beat on it. And it's caught for the out. back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, the White Sox leadoff man. Up and in. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Here's the 2-2. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And there's 2 away.
Got away with that curveball, no doubt about it. It passed right through the heart of the strike zone, and he just couldn't get the bat on it. When you strike out on one like that, that's when you start having conversations with yourself, and they're not usually very friendly.
Charles LeBlanc steps to the plate for the White Sox. And that drops in for a strike.
Full count.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. And welcome back to the ballpark. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. Now up for Tampa Bay, Ricky Henderson. That pitch gets the inside corner. And the count 1-2.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up in it.
Now this one's crushed down the line. Hooking, foul ball.
Clearly he was geared up for the fastball right there. Maybe got a little jumpy and excited out of the hand, but he certainly didn't miss a stitch.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Chased the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Well, pitchers have become so much better at commanding that high fastball. It used to be that a lot of pitchers didn't like to throw it because it threw off their release point and their mechanics, and they're aimed at keeping everything at the knees, get ground balls. But because hitters get a swing path that can lift balls at the knees up in the air and over the fence, this pitch has come back into play, and they are doing some special things with it. Definitely made him chase a little bit out of his zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
2 outs. Where'd that last pitch miss?
2-1.
Can't glove it cleanly. Still finds a way to get off a throw. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Nothing doing here this half. We head to the 4th inning now in game 2. We are tied 2-2. Start of the 4th. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. This guy who grew up in big league clubhouses. Got to be a nice feeling, Siggy, when your father played in the big leagues and he passes down all that wisdom. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Yeah, and beyond that, all the other men in those clubhouses that sort of take you under their wing as a son or a nephew and show you some of the tricks of the trade. It's just invaluable, that type of experience. That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout. He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
That one misses. It's 2-2. Lifted in the air out to left. Blackman makes the grab for the second out.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
That one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
2 down, nobody on. And we're here in game 2 of the ALDS. Next offering is in for a strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Two down, nobody on. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. This one in the air, center field. Coming on. And makes the grab. And that'll do it. We go to the bottom of the 4th. All even, 2 apiece. Bottom of the 4th, stepping in the long ball threat, Ken Griffey Jr. Ball to strike. The pitch. And that's outside.
Well, these Rays showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
There's a swing and a drive. And that is gone. And they grab the lead. It's 3-2.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Now here's the Tampa Bay cleanup hitter. That clips the corner.
Still relatively early, but with a pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set him up to do more damage later in this game.
Full count.
He swings and drives one out to deep left field. Gone! Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they tack on to their lead. It's 4-2.
That's exactly what this crowd wanted to see in this spot. He blasted that pitch. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, dude. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Now here's Bobby Witt Jr.
That's the ball.
The shortstop takes the ball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Liner caught at second.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Whitey Blackman getting ready to hit. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. Makes the catch for the out. Now the third baseman. Two outs. Got it. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 4-2. We're in the second game of this division series. Here's the third baseman, number 7.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot. Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
That's down and in. Tampa Bay's bullpen with some action. Garrett Whitlock warming up for manager Kevin Cash. Efros also throwing. And that one is lifted in the air. And Ricky Henderson the grab. Bryant the next to hit. 1 out, bases empty. And that is downstairs. Now 2 balls and a strike. Next offering is fouled back. On the ground to the left, and it goes just foul. 1 down, base is empty. Out to short. Slings to first in time. Here's the speedy catcher, Davis. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. Brings it in for the 3rd out. Down in order go the White Sox. They trail it here 4-2. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Now one missed.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
And that one clips the corner. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely. And I think if push came to shove where they had to make.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Ricky Henderson.
And if there's one man you want to keep off the base paths, it's this guy right here, Ricky Henderson, the undisputed stolen base king.
And that chance handled. Sends it across to first. Now 2 out. So the lineup flips over. Ketel Marte up to the plate. Swing and a ball line to center. That's a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder. 2 outs. And fastball clips the outside corner for a strike. That one ripped right center field. That'll make it out of here. He circles the bases. It's 6-2. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dip. For a pitcher, the odds are in your favor if you keep that breaking ball down. That time, he got punished for it. Hitter just did a really good job of staying within himself and getting the barrel to the baseball.
Now the White Sox manager is out of the dugout. Tanner Banks taking over on the mound.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
That misses the zone, and the count is 2-2. This to third. Fires across the diamond. Inning over on the ground out. Took just 2 pitches to finish the frame out of the bullpen. The Rays with a 2-run homer. It's now 6-2. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Garrett Whitlock.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Allen steps to the plate for the White Sox. The 1-1 is fouled off. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. On the ground, right side, and that one handled. Fires over to first. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. Back to the top of the White Sox lineup. Stepping in, the White Sox leadoff man. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're here in game 2 of the ALDS. And that one is downstairs. Ball 2. Movement in the bullpen. Jimmy Garcia up and throwing. Outside low. 3-1 now. One down, base is empty. Edge of the zone, called a strike. 3-2 now. And that's a strikeout looking. That was pretty nasty.
Well, I'm not really sure why he let that one go by. I mean, out of the hand, it had a lot of the strike zone. Sure, it had some good arm side run at the end to move to the outside part of the plate. But with 2 strikes, you got to be ready to swing it there, and you can't leave it in the umpire's hands.
Now a chance for Charles LeBlanc. Swinging a foul out of play. 2 down, nobody on. And we're the top half of the 6th. Lined into left center, base hit. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. steps to the plate for the White Sox. 2 outs. That's off the mark. Now 2 balls and a strike. Swing at a ground ball, and it's through for a hit. And now 1st and 2nd with 2 outs. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Sox, Cameron Cannon. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. LeBlanc coming home. The throw in.
Well, that gets him a little closer in this one. I know it was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Here's the shortstop at the plate. That's to third. Gloves it on the dive. Fires to first. Nicely done for the out.
Well, that's cat-like reflexes over there at the hot corner. Nice job of making that play and ending the inning.
And we're back. Here's the power hitting catcher, number 69. The 1-1. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle. Allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer. And he hit the ball on the screws.
Runner in scoring position. No outs. Witt will hit next. That one is absolutely belted. Tattooed to Tater Town and gone. A 2-run homer, and they add to the lead. It's 8-3.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here. Well, these Rays, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. Everything seems to be clicking, and the 6 extra base hits in the game kind of tells you everything you need to know. They're not getting fooled up there at all.
Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. And a foul ball. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Around first, heading for 2. To second, pulls him off the bag. Singy, that was a laser shot, and a good thing we have StatCast to give us the details.
Yeah, get out of the way on that one. That ball flew out of the box at 112 miles per hour. You talk about generating a ton of power in that swing. He did it with quick hands, good lower half, and just unloaded on that ball.
Digging in, number 14. Inside, almost got him. Pop foul out of play off to the right.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with a fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That's too low. Full count, 3-2. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Now a great back and forth in that at bat. He had to play off some really close pitches, and somehow Bogey found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
1st and 2nd, no outs. Obama now at the plate. And that's a base hit. Rounds 3rd, headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. Slides his hand in there, safe. And it's now a 6-run lead. Now the White Sox manager is out of the dugout and will make a move to the pen. Tanner Banks will depart, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. They bring a young arm out of the bullpen in this spot, Chase Stolander.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
That misses the zone, and it's 2-1.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
First and second here, no outs.
Dangerous spot for that slider right there. Didn't seem to quite finish out front and get that sharp break. Tell you what, he doesn't want to throw that pitch again.
Swings and misses, struck him out. So the Rays batting order turns over. An outstanding hitter in Ketel Marte. Runners at first and second with one gone. That one's in there, and it's 1-2.
1-2.
On the ground to third. Dives, and he can't hang on. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
That's a good job right there. You got 2 strikes on you, just got to battle.
So bases loaded with one away. Digging in is the switch inning outfielder. That one close, ruled the ball. Ball 3.
3 balls, 1 strike.
This one is blasted. A no-doubter. Grand slam. He sends it out of here. Second home run of the inning for him. It's 13-3.
A great job here of staying within himself. You know that if you get a knock, you're going to drive in a couple. So stay focused on that. Well, he does more than just a knock. It's the grand slam to drive in 4. Really good job at the plate.
And next is the designated hitter, Ken Griffey Jr. Next pitch misses way outside. This is a tough situation for a team to be in, trailing by so many in a postseason game. It looks like it could be a pretty demoralizing loss if they don't turn it around. That one in for a strike, 2-2.
You know, as a player, you hear all the time about flushing a bad game and moving on. That's never more important than in the postseason. If you lose this game, you can't let it affect the rest of the series.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. And now the switch hitting catcher, number 69. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those 2 he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dig.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Makes a nice running catch. And that's the inning.
These days people say a lot of things that they won't do. Things that they won't do. Man, what you gonna do? What you gonna do, man? What you gonna do? Everything they want, but they won't do. These days people say.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Now the third baseman, number 7. just
Ball down.
missed. Swing and a foul straight back. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
And now the right fielder, Bryant. The White Sox with a lot of ground to make up here in the late stages of game 2. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And it's now first and second to start the inning. Davis getting ready to hit. Fly ball down the line. Henderson running hard to get it. Tries to make the play, but it's foul. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Another 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And now 1 away.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Garrett Whitlock out of the game, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. Scott Efros will take over here.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
So up next for Chicago, Allen. Runners at first and second with 1 gone here in the top half of inning number 7. Swung on, belted. That's back there. Gone. A 3-run dinger. It's 13-6. That's his 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boone. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
And now the center fielder. One down, base is empty.
Ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Hit in the air, center field. 2 away now. Here's the White Sox DH, Charles LeBlanc. Two down, nobody on, and it's fouled away. Caught him looking for the K. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. The shortstop takes the ball.
This hitter's looking for a fastball, but I'm not sure he's going to get one. Pitcher doesn't have to challenge him. If he feels better about his off-speed secondary stuff, then stay with it.
Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Whitey Blackmon next to hit for the Rays. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that one popped in the air, left field. Allen hauls it in, and there's one away. Here's the third baseman. That one catches the zone. That's strike 2. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Carmen Mlbwl preparing to come on if needed. Nardi, a left-hander, also throwing. Witt leads off first with one away. And misses inside. That's outside. Full count now.
Full count.
Cut on and missed. Curveball struck him out.
Well, I don't think there's a hitter alive that hasn't at some point succumbed to that pitch right there. It just looks like it's in the zone the entire way, and then the top spin and gravity take over in the blink of an eye, and it's just such a tough pitch to lay off of.
So digging in, Barack Obama. Falling behind 2-1. That one lifted to left. Allen on the move. He makes the grab. And that is that. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Jimmy Garcia. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. steps to the plate for the White Sox. And a big swing and a miss.
1-2.
And that one misses up and in. And the count is even, 2-2. Swing and a drive, deep right field. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul. Good eye in that spot.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Cameron Cannon.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
So now 1-2.
1 ball.
The
2
Rays up big in this one, and we're here in game 2 of the ALDS. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
Next pitch is downstairs. Nobody out. Runner at first. Down the line. And it's off the wall, but foul. The 2-2. And that's in the dirt.
These first 2 hitters really making him work out there. Already 14 pitches this inning.
That one 95 to finish him off.
Well, really nice job of finishing the hitter off right there. Glove side command, fastball firm to the outside corner. Tell you what, very difficult to do anything with that pitch, even if you do swing.
Now it's the shortstop.
No. 2-1.
Grounder might be 2. He flips it to second in time. On to first, double play. And that's the inning. This one pretty well decided at this point. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. The Rays are out in front, 13-6. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Carmen Mlbwl. And stepping in for the Rays, Ricky Henderson. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Ball 2.
Movement for the White Sox in their bullpen. Josh Spores appears to be getting loose. Base is empty, 1 away. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Next offering in there for a strike. And now 2-2. Good eye right there.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. That's a walk.
That's a ball.
Went with the cutter again, but couldn't find the zone.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
Man at first with 1 gone. Here's the center fielder. Smoke to right center, and this one's gonna go out of here. And he's gone yard again. That's his 3rd home run of the game. It's 15-6. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. Wow, he's putting on an absolute show in this one, and there's no better time than the postseason to go off at the plate like this. I mean, a 3-homer game, always special, but pulling it off in October during the biggest games of the year, that's incredible.
Ken Griffey Jr., the next to hit. No question about this one. It's out of here. Another one. Back-to-back homers. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. And they boost their lead. It's 16-6.
Now he's just showing off out there. And who can blame him with a swing like that? Give that man a bat and watch it go a long way. A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly over with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
Now the White Sox manager is out of the dugout and will make a move to the pen. Carmen Mlbwl done for the afternoon. And as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. Josh Spores gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Number 66.
Base is empty, one away. And now the catcher for the Rays. And that misses. And it's 2-1. One down, base is empty. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. And that ball is out of here. Another homer. His third home run of the game. It's 17-6.
Back-to-back home runs, and these guys look so dominant right now. Pitcher might want to check and see if he's tipping his pitches or not. But I tell you what, if this was basketball, that opposing team would call a timeout to try to slow down this offense.
Bobby Witt Jr. next to hit for the Rays. Swing and a miss. And that's strike two.
1-2.
And that's downstairs and outside. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Just missed.
Really nice two-strike pitch right there. Very tempting, but couldn't get the chase.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. And now Whitey Blackman. Two outs. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
2-2.
Hard ground ball, base knock. And that keeps the inning alive. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down. It's like he's moving in full speed and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Next to hit, number 14. Swings through that.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Here's a 1-2. That's inside.
2 balls,
Blackman
2 strikes.
off of first with 2 away. And down on strikes he goes. Ends the inning after they racked up a bunch of runs. So 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Game 2 heads to the 9th inning. Tampa Bay leads this one 17-6. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Yency Almonte. Now the third baseman. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2. Bullpen movement for the Rays. Buck Farmer, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. Santillan also getting ready. Hangs on to the foul tip. That's a strikeout. Bryant steps to the plate for the White Sox. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Davis will hit next. Line drive, caught.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
So they're down to their final out. And next to hit for the Sox, Allen. The White Sox with a lot of ground to make up here in the late stages of Game 2. Inside, 2-1.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
3-1.
And the White Sox down to their final strike.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Swing and a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. The White Sox down to their final strike. Got him, and that's the ball game.
This is what you call taking care.